Hey, it's Dr. Thornell with New England Family Chiropractic, and I wanted to share with you a series of exercises today that start from the very beginner in exercising and developing core strength to some pretty advanced moves. And as you go through these exercises, all you simply need to do is either add time or add a number of repetitions. You'll set for yourself, I'm going to do 3 sets of 10, or I'm going to do 100 total reps. And then you can also add exercises. You can add additional versions of what I'm going to show you. What I'm going to show you is what's called a plank progression. A plank is a particular type of exercise move where you put your body into a straight line, and we use our core muscles to prevent us from collapsing into the floor or into, in this case, a chair. So our beginner move for this exercise, this plank progression, would be to get on a coffee table, a couch, a chair, something where we're not as far down as the floor. We're going to straighten our arms. We're going to tighten our core muscles. I'm squeezing my stomach muscles right now as I'm continuing to breathe and talk, which is important. And I can either hold this for a matter of minutes, seconds, whatever it takes for me to really feel some strain in those abdominal muscles. I can then take a break and I can go back to it again and try for a couple of sets of whatever that time frame is. Once that becomes pretty easy, then our next progression is to move to the floor and do the same type of exercise. We're going to keep the body straight. My stomach muscles are tight. The next progression from there might be something as simple as just picking one hand up at a time and moving back and forth. And now I'll go from a timed exercise to maybe I want to try to do 25 repetitions. From there, the next progression would be to get down to your elbows. Again, keeping the body straight. We don't want your rear end up in the air, and we don't want any sag. That will really hurt your low back. So we have the body straight, the core muscles are tight. And the next thing we can do to start to create some added difficulty to the exercise and added benefits to other areas of your core muscles, we do what's called a rock twist. So we're here like this, I'm up on my toes, and all I'm going to do is roll my feet side to side. So I'm onto the side of my feet, up onto my toes, onto the other side. And again, I'll do a certain number of repetitions, or I could set a stopwatch and say I'm going to do this for 30 seconds. What I like to do, I'm going to show you 3 more progressively difficult exercises, and I like to do a certain number of repetitions. It might be 25 of each, so I end up with a total of 100. So I'd have that rock step, I do 25. The next thing I'm going to do is just a step. I'm going to pick up one leg at a time, like so. The next would be a twisting step, where I'm going to step over the other foot, touch the ground on the other side. And then the last is a little bit of a hop, where we go in and out. So you get the idea. It starts with a little bit of elevation so that it's not quite so difficult and it's not so hard on your low back. When you build up that strength, then you can move lower, then you can add time, then you can add repetitions, then you can add other exercises. And you want to get to the point where you can do 25 of each of those exercises right in a row. There's no break in between. And once you've done that, if you still need more difficulty, you can add more time, you can add more repetitions, or you can talk to me about some other exercises. But it's vitally important that you increase your core strength. Your core is your stability for your lower back. People that have chronic lower back issues, one of the problems they have is that their core muscles are so tight, it's not supporting the spine like it should. So if you have questions about any of that, or any of that is too difficult for you, or not difficult enough, let me know. We'll find you a way to be able to do what you need to do, develop core strength, and do it safely.